How about Gary Moore? Have you ever met him?
I met Gary about 3 years prior to his death, and I ran into him 2 or 3 times. We never shared the stage together. We shared some festivals. He was always very nice to me. He always took an interest in my career and would give me wholesale advice, you know, good advice, you know, from a guy who basically pretty much wrote the playbook that I'm using at the moment. It was people like Gary Moore, Walter Trout, you know, Rory Gallagher. Those were the guys that in this part of the world, being Europe, you know, you can even say that about Dave Hole and a few other guys, Luther Allison. They paved the way towards the blues rock being relevant in Europe, you know, and where we had Stevie Ray Vaughan, Europe had Gary Moore, you know, and Rory Gallagher. And so, you know, I always respected Gary's playing. I always loved his playing. And the fact that he was this bull in the china shop playing blues songs, you know, with an old Les Paul through a couple of Marshall amps, give you one guess where I got that playbook, you know. So he was this bull in a china shop playing this unbelievably intense blues music to a very appreciative audience over here. And to the point where when I first started my solo career, I always said, I think if I go to Europe, I think people will dig it. I think they're really going to dig it. And where I couldn't get arrested in the United States, you know, people over here accepted me. So it was important, very important, you know. So.
I remember being 14. I saw Gary Moore playing some hard rock show, and it was the first time I saw a guitar solo that lasted half an hour.
Yeah, I wholesale guitar for a half hour is tough on the ear. But I mean, I have some bootlegs of Gary when he was playing rock and roll. This Priest still got the blues, and like they're doing like 21st Century Schizoid Man with, you know, Greg Lake solo group at some kind of festival, and they're doing just blowing through just intense version. He was a wonderful player, and you know, he made some wonderful rock records. But he also, to me, when he got down to playing blues music, it was revolutionary, because nobody had played with that rock sensibility quite in that you know. Clapton, where he was a rock guitarist, but he was always keeps one foot more in the blues. Where Gary just said, I don't care what they say about me. This is how I play. He had one speed, you know. It was just, you just wind him up and send him out there. He couldn't help himself. Hi, this is Joe Bonamassa, and I'm here in Vienna, Austria, one of my favorite cities in the world, and you are watching Mulachuk.
Mulachuk!